I I did the thing first time. Hello everybody! Today we're playing Plants vs. Zombies, which is being very incompatible with my OBS. Let's try closing and reopening it. There is something really fun with it. It's not... Okay, hold on. Zombies... OBS. Hi! High expectations. Cheese souffle! Hooray! Good to see you, Ohm. I'm not seeing... I might have to play this game in windowed mode. And then use a window capture. Okay, that works. There we are, Plants vs. Zombies. I can't make the window bigger. This is what I have to work with. I don't think I've ever had a cheese souffle. Zombies are. These similar terms Okay, so basically I mean not to profit off this thing. I'm sorry, wait. Can I just have a regular guy? They're all various shades of green. I think that one's somewhat believable. Hair. Oh. Wait, hold on. Emo zombie. There's 2 pages of colors. I'm gonna not go crazy. What are the tidbits? Worm? Oh, horrible twins. Why have I colored this? Maybe I'll go with the very red lipstick. Very Gen Z. I'ma be rude. This is a millennial-ass zombie. Here's my voice. Ah, is it? Is that better? I actually don't know. Let me check my... Okay, that should be better. I might also want to reduce the game, actually. It's silent when I don't have it selected, but it is very loud. The shades of the future. Make it gold. Wait, I'm sorry. Put it in clothes. What does that say? I heart something. Clown! I gotta go with that early 2000s look. What hats have we got? No, I gotta go with checkered board one. There we go, that's our Zombatar. Alright, you know, I think this is good. Saved as a JPEG? Ah. Alright, well. 1 out of 1. Let's start this adventure! Oh yeah, something funny I'd like to mention is that apparently the executable file for this game is PopCap Game 1. Which I just find funny. That just shows ambition. do 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 do. Ah! Windowed mode is weird because I have to be careful not to let my mouse out of the window. Basic tutorial, you know. Personally, I think Plants vs. Zombies 1 is a masterpiece. Most generous time given by EA? That is actually completely false. EA did not own Plants vs. Zombies at the time of its creation. It was owned by PopCap, which was not yet a subsidiary of Entertainment Arts. I am heavily invested in this game series. Ah. So you can't attribute this to EA being generous, because they very much did not have power at this time. Or it's not power over Plants vs. Zombies. This is the part where you spam the nerd emoji. I can't even, like, do a weird homebrew full screen thing with this. I'm actually just stuck with the tiny screen. The Steam community is slightly insane, by the way. There's I didn't actually watch the video, but there's a 3-minute long video on the Steam community page that's Plants vs. Zombies. Can I beat the first 5 levels of Plants vs. Zombies playing Russian roulette after every level? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the first 5 levels take more than 3 minutes combined. Or even individually. must say, Plants vs. Zombies is a wonderful game because of how open it is to people. Should I be keeping track of how long it takes to beat these? I have not been timing it, but I know I spent, like, at least 5 to 8 minutes on the Zombatar. There it is! It's right there! So you're also a dev. I saw. I'm looking forward to it this coming Monday. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. Cherry bomb! I'm looking forward to showing it off. Average Black Friday in Walmart. I'm sorry, what Walmarts have you been going to where they have bomb? More sunflowers. This is actually a really funny game for me to be playing because, I told in a notification, I do enjoy gardening in my own time. And I have well, my gardening plot's actually doing really well. My little, container. And funnily enough, I do have a pea vine. So I am very much out for this. Pea shoot there. I don't know how much worry I really have to have for this. It's like, well, I get 2 layers of pea shooters and then the level's over? Do I even need 2 layers? I think 1 can kill a conehead. Do I experiment meat versus vampires someplace in South Asia? Southeast Asia, okay. Wouldn't meat versus vampires be counterproductive because they drink blood? I feel like any Plants vs. Zombies like where you use meat wouldn't quite work, purely because like half of the iconic undead monsters already eat meat. God damn it, I am very bad at this. I keep clicking on like the OBS that's behind the game. Because whoop-de-doo, I can't capture it in full screen. Can I get a 3rd row of pea shooters? Can I get the symmetry, or is it doomed to be E? Haha! You! Go back to Hot Topic! I actually bear no ill will towards Hot Topic, they're chill. Give me 1 more, let me Cherry Bomb. Come on, Cherry Bomb to end the... Ah! Cherry Bomb didn't kill. Hooray, Wally World! Wally Nut. Do you think this is gonna be a single stream game, or do you think I'll have to do 2? Would y'all mind if I do 2? Want to bust? I mean, they're certainly bold. Brains. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me try something real quick, because I think... Aha! Yeah, there's text Easter eggs in this one. At least 2, 3 in the campaign and 4, 5. Oh, this is the campaign, so... Here's the thing. I don't think this is too long. Hey! That works as well. I think that that can handle it. Mustache mode! Like other challenges? Ah! The mini games! I forgot about the mini games. I think what else is something that can be... That wasn't one of them. I tried typing disco. Oh yeah, I've gotta do the mini games. How could I not? Man, I can't wait till we get to, like, cool. Ah! Okay, you know, if I minimize OBS, then I'll just randomly click on myself instead. Which should be less of an issue. Hey, I'm a plant. This That's probably the dumbest bit I've done. Can we get third row pea shooters? The elusive third row pea shooters. I do love the charm that's in this game. New plan cost pack to open, get 1 pants, and I'm guaranteed. Do you mean exactly what they did with Plants vs. Zombies 2? AI viewers? No thank you. I am a strict anti-AI person. Kill this guy. Ah, I typically go straight for the van, but yeah, timeout works too. The shovel! Alright, now we get to do a mini-game level. And make room for another plant. Yay! I get my shovel! Oh, hello, David. I don't want to voice Crazy Dave. I will leave it on there long enough to read, though. Ooh, surprise. Aw, do I gotta? But it's free pea shooters. Bravo! Average state in the Napoleonic Wars versus slow economic country. I'm going to... Alright. But I'm sorry, I did not expect a Napoleonic War reference. During... the Plants vs. Zombies. I'm also scared of ice. See, I know you probably meant, like, the material frozen water ice. But I was thinking about the, people rounding folks up in death camps in the US ice. Walnut. Say the line, Dave! Yeah! He's an illegal immigrant? Ah. Okay, so it is the government agency disappearing people ice. You don't gotta be an illegal immigrant to be scared of them. You just need to be a person of color. They're not here for legality, they are here to be racist. Hello, Searchinado. I guess an uncomfortable amount of politics happening in these streams. And at this point, it might be better for me just to ignore them. Get a double A. I want to get a big bounce between zombies. You get a combo for coin. Like this. Ah, bounced in the wrong direction. Hi, Searchy. I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies because it was requested and frankly it's a good game. Yeah, see? That's a triple bounce. Kind of stuff I want to see. Don't miss. That's kind of just sad. You know what? If I just wait for more waves to show up. Your first game? Hell yeah! Plants vs. Zombies is a shockingly common introduction to video games. Should I stream what my first ever video game was at some point? Would that be something y'all are interested in? Bombs would do with them, make one up pickle. I don't see why not. Pickled nuts. I will say, but I do love it when the bouncing. The sound effects are so fun. It tickles my brain. That was a misplay. That was a misplay. Best plants in the game. Birth year's 2007. Why do people just give this information out online? It should not be my business the year you were born or your age. Like, it's basic cybersecurity. Yeah, I guess nerd voice. Have that as the first game. I mean, I suppose, yeah. A lot of people born in 2007. But still, you don't give away your birth year. I don't know, am I the crazy one? Honestly, am I the one that's crazy here? I did not know that was an achievement. It's just achievement for using the potato mine. You're saying that's the reason why it's common? Okay, that makes sense.
Thanks.
With the track record here, it was an easy assumption for me to make. Actually, using our potato mine. I have to do this in windowed mode because it won't capture in full screen for some reason.
Thanks.
Kind of insane. Ooh, we're getting forgetting what they're called. Pole vaulter. That might eat one of the pea shooters. It's fine. There we go. But this one's not even gonna get the chance. Yeah. I am very smart and intelligent. Suburban house. What does that mean? Students who think they're main character in the world. What are you talking about? Which of your games to your window? Ah! Okay, I see it now. Yeah! There's very little game on my screen, but it's just inflated through OBS. If I was showing it to its actual size, it would be about... Oh, no, just grab this with my mouse. That is what I'm playing the game on. Yeah, not fun. Cherry... I can. Ooh, Snoopy. Tabs efficient of those charts. And thus the old world dies to bring forth the new. There's some sunflower here. You're cone hunting, you're cone hunting it!
We're coming.
Sorry, you're what? Doesn't nothing that's very ice. Honestly, I kind of respect the pun. Hey, wait, is the ice... Is the snow pea supposed to be a counter to the pole vaulter? Also, that was a mistake there. Get this pea shooter out of my sunflower lane. Ah. Tiny window. Amazing tabs gameplay, I see. New Vegas is on the verge of extinction. I should return to that. And if I do return, it would probably be Fallout 3. Because it's CO2 Wastelands. Let me chill with your punts. Ah. I mean, I can't hate it. It is great. Are you my new to PvZ? No, I have played this game many, many times. I am very familiar with its systems. First camera was later. True. The best pole vaulter is the tall nut, I think. Only because it just completely disables their gimmick. But that's at, like, roof. The best counter for zombies is Doom Shroom? Yeah, in the same way that the best counter for infantry is a nuclear bomb. Technically it's true, but don't let the world governments hear that. Alright, now I don't need any more snow peas, because they would just be redundant. Actually, the best counter for zombies is plants. Infusion. Ah. Focusing infusion. Only let me think of the... Oh. See, I was thinking infantry as like the actual military term. I need a timeout. Whatever for? I did not give permission. Infantry is so much cooler than real life infantry. Ah. I am not signing off on whatever abuse of power Ohm is about to do. That is going on record right now. That to go in there. I think we could just sit back and win. There we go. No abusing power. All over now. Do the Kratos fall. Just full on. That's going there. Ah! One of you is gonna have to give in and fall over. When you actually can't do this to me. Sorry. Checks and balances. I feel sorry, sir. I'm serving as a Supreme Court here. Your actions have been deemed unconstitutional. Represent your people, you're abusing your people! What kind of representative abuses their constituents? Just don't look at any of the real examples of this happening in the United States. As long as there are none. Yeah, I'll allow that. Hey, Chomper isn't eating peanuts. Ah, fair. That makes a lot more sense. Vulnerable while chewing. Sir, no, there's too much cheesecake. Ah. I think I enjoy watching you squirm. Do you want to bother with snow peas this time, or do you want to go... Yeah, I'll bother with snow peas. Chomper's overrated. Chomper's underrated. Oh. The exact opposite things. Your guidelines, Ohm, are don't abuse your power. Keep the stream orderly. If you're randomly timing people out, that is not keeping the stream orderly, that is creating disorder. And they use PvZ Fusion. Should be used often. Do I need to find PvZ Fusion and play that after this? And do not blow up shells full of TNT sticks, you blow it up and enjoy TNT. Yeah. Ohm, you can have your abilities back next stream. Right now you're in what is effectively mod timeout. English version because it comes from China. Alright, I have a PvZ. Is it a mod or a fan game? For the sake of prosperity when talking about it. Fan game? Okay, cool. Let me write that down somewhere. Future stream ideas? Where's that document? PvZ Fusion fan game. Any game you will repay me like this? Okay, but flattery only does so much when you're... Is one day without divinity truly enough for you to be reduced to groveling? For more experienced players? Well, I'm sure I'll have a good time with it. I've gone through both campaigns of this game like 5 times. But does the second campaign really count as one? That's just gonna make the Buckethead take longer to die. But that does mean I'll get more plants set up in the meantime. Brains! Was not folks, he was dead tired? Hell yeah! What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Ribs! Spare ribs! It just made something post so much more in this first place. You're still in mod of this. Alright. If you start griefing the Discord, you know I'm just gonna take that too. It is 1 day without your divinity, and you are reduced to sniveling and begging. This is pathetic. If you are nothing without your powers, you didn't deserve them in the first place. Her ribs too, they're so good. Hell yeah! Alright, gang, we got a skeleton in the audience. I'd say skin and bones, but he ain't even got skin. My god! Cherry bomb bucket Larry. You have no honor in a Japanese accent. Ah! But are you a shogun? Or what am I? Would that be what am I, a shogun? Truly a dilemma. Yeah, let's put out Chomper. Why not? Lord Banchua, help me. Bailiff! Oh no, we're not setting up a whole court. Yet. Actually, Courthouse Stream could be peak. Have y'all heard of Ace Attorney? Oh wait, that's my plan for the New Year's stream, though. Can I get a snow pea? Whack on its groin? Yeah, okay. It's the anime type game? Yeah, it kind of is, yeah. Well, to be fair, it was made in Japan. It was made in the same region. It has an anime! I watched it with my mom. With a belt? What am I, my father? You're legal to Mr. Tesson. Mr. That Me Will See You? Ah! Repeat. I see. Let's see if they have a legal defense against repeated abuse of power. No, that was a misplay. Well, I don't want to get rid of the thing. Because it's not going to be a refund. There! Haha! I'm Cook's on steak. Justice for Mod. See, I don't know what you're trying to achieve here. Because in the standard online vernacular, a moderator is, what's the term? It's like a warden. They're not viewed in a positive light. What poll do you want to put, And do you mean a poll or a prediction? Because those are two different things. Gambling.
Let's go gambling!
Alright, yeah. I understand that. All predictions are gambling, where I'm the racehorse. What specifically is the bet on? open the predictions. Gambling is not fun. Chat, boo this man. Shame this man. He is clearly deceived by falsehoods and lies. Done it, lost a lot before. Ah, you gamble with real money, don't you? That's a bit of a rookie mistake. I'm careful not to wrap up any actual money in gambling, because that is just inviting ruin into the home. Yeah. Toast is stalling. I feel like you're making a false comparison here. Considering you're not dead. So you don't like casinos? Valid. I will never go to an actual casino or play a gacha game, which are shockingly comparable in the modern era. But I do enjoy, like, I'll play a game of blackjack with friends. It's not even the gambling aspect, it's just that blackjack's a fun game. Play gacha games without money. See, that's fair, I just don't like the predatory tactics. I don't like being manipulated. That's how I'll put it. Ah. I'm a very defensive person. Where's the mention fingers are anything about? Didn't it 70 million San Andreas? Exactly! We love video game gambling. You've seen my Fallout New Vegas streams, I am very much a person who enjoys the act of gambling. I just specifically do it in circumstances where there aren't real-world consequences. I went through an entire New Vegas DLC because, oh, we need another casino to gamble in. To like Bowcats and Gacha Life series, that's my source for the most part. Hi, Tassin! I have not played the Gacha Life series, but I've heard about it through my siblings. And I do recognize it as a solid form of, I guess it's writing? It's a medium, more so than a genre, I think. You're not home to say powerfully represented. I have removed Ohm's power for this stream only, because he was abusing it. If that is unjust, then may the gods strike me where I stand. Hello. We are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. Well, that's nice. That's nice. It's an all-out attack. Hell yeah! I love the game's soundtrack. Not 1 hour, if you're right. Well, that sounds like something that needs a prediction on it. Yeah, actually. Let me pause the game. Yes and no. Submissions will pen for, what, a minute? Start prediction. Got it. Gacha Life 2. You make stories of characters' lives in Gacha Life from its current story. Alright, yeah, Gacha specifically. See, that's cool. I respect it as a medium. I don't know what the actual gameplay loop is, but I think it's cool that it's a storytelling medium that's easily accessible. I'll place the chompers a bit ahead, just in case we end up with multiple rows of things. Yeah, see? Ah, people are really betting on Coco not barking within the next, what, hour? So basically when it hits noon for me is when the prediction ends. So with 1 hour without Coco barking, that's actually achievable. Who was watching the stream just now? Yeah, actually, we have had the record attendance today. I think Plants vs. Zombies is just the people's choice. And that makes me think that I should start playing more of just the random good games I have. I didn't have to go out of my way to acquire this, by the way. I just have Plants vs. Zombies. Minefield. You know what? I'll just start facing things now. That's really a book you've written in multiple books. Hell yeah! I love writing! I've got to get writing again. When's the last time I've written for something other than the D&D campaign? Not to disrespect my goat, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, see, I do not do Theotown because I'm not a fan of the genre. That's the difference there. Plants vs. Zombies is a game I genuinely enjoy, and I know other people enjoy. But I know that if I'm not having fun, then the audience isn't having fun. And then nobody's having fun. Dungeons and Dupers? Yes. I am a very big fan of the tabletop game Dungeons and Dupers. It is a masterpiece that has brought all of my friends closer together. I forgot to start just basing things. What am I saving all these cherry bombs for? Or these walnuts? See, now that plants are on the field, I'm getting plants. Every... Text on a browser unrestricted now. Yeah, let me just let those through. Rhyme stories? Hell yeah! The double explosion! Their hubris did not save them. Actually, yeah, hubris tends to doom people. Interesting, I'm replacing pea shooters with repeaters. Do I need to play the game still? Can I just sit back and let this level complete itself? Everything except for SSTs are Pro in it. Okay, you might hate me for this. I do not recall what SST is. I mean, thought it's a standardized test like the SAT. Social science. Ah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna claim to know about social science. I am an entertainer first and foremost. That is my role in the world. And we're already at night. 1 hour to make a Zombatar and beat the day levels. Now for my second favorite part of the game. Good day, David. Alright, yeah. Right, no sun. No sun. That's right, I have to be capitalist now. And, well, okay, it's funny, because you can beat all of the night levels with just puff shrooms. Yeah, AO good. 20 stories include poems? If a poem has a consistent narrative, I think it would count. See, I don't actually need much. I think these first 3 rows might be all I need for this. Start placing puff shrooms everywhere. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 Brains. We post poems in a magazine. I'm sorry. You've had your work published. Like properly That's impressive. Like no bit there. That is, wow. I cannot say the same. Then again, I guess I've never tried. But still, like, huh. Did I have to go through, like, a whole review board, too? Here's the Teen Book Lyrics competition? Hell yeah! Alas, my teenage years did not include much of my being an artist phase. I was too busy struggling to recover from trauma. I guess I never stopped that, actually. Let's see, so let it eat through. Come on, potato mine. Arm. Thank gods. Barely in time. Hey, no, puff shrooms are cool. Yoink. We have $10 from a dime. Wait, that's not how money works. Wait, hold on. I don't even need the potato mines as insurance anymore. What am I saving up sun for? I won. It's over. Zeus, it sense. There. Let's see. So my mom sent block magazine block. I guess like, but like, it's not a big deal. That's fair. What's the thank Zeus over? What are we thanking the adulterer god over? Or for? Makes sense to say that. Damn, I didn't even notice the pun. You think that all the years of all the time of Inferno making a pun every stream would have got me to recognize them? I need a repeater. Okay, I win. Not that bad. Sunshroom, superior. It's the gods I said thanks to. Ah, fair. Coach Shiva? Yeah. Because you don't feel like it? That's valid. The reason I don't write more is writer's block. I've collected $270 in coins so far? I think you say something really neat. Okay. Current objective, make money. You know what to say, more money, less problems. With this one. Two Rose Sun producers. I shall be the perfect capitalist. Shocking.
The zombies are coming.
Yay.
Brains.
I mean, it's talking about heart attack. Hey, wait, Lightning Reed isn't in this one! Died twice. You know what to say, you only live twice. Wait. More Sunshrooms. Should I try growing mushrooms? Like, I'll probably only ever really talk about it in stream, y'all might never see it, but I might start trying to grow mushrooms. What do you think? Okay, unironically, I have a D&D character whose backstory is that somebody attempted to kill him, and he didn't actually die. So I've unironically just added "you only live twice" to his vocabulary. The DM loves it. I have yet to receive actual proper feedback from other players. Right, the PvZ2 joke? Yeah! Alas, PvZ2 is on the list of games that I probably won't be streaming anytime soon, because mobile emulation is a bastard and a half. I just hear something grow. I heard something increase in size. There was inflation happening. Oh, I forgot that the Sunshrooms do that. That makes sense. Oh, so there needs to be a fungi? I'm sorry. I feel like this game is just made for puns, isn't it? Well, yeah, it's really made of puns. You don't have the pea shooter in the potato mine without tons. Dun, 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 dun. I still need to solidify this bulwark. There's like a lot of gaps in our puff room defenses. Let's get a repeater. Let's start really fortifying. I think the zombies send less forces out during the day because we know they're organized. We know Zomboss exists, and he like leads them. Wouldn't he want to send more zombies out at night? It is best spuds, you're right. Like, wouldn't it make more sense to send the big hordes while I'm not able to have sun? Rather than during the day. You know what? No. I know the 100% canon and completely lore accurate reason. Most of the zombies have a bedtime. Or else they'll get cranky. I win. There is no recovery from this. I've won. Like potato jokes? Yeah, but I feel like that doesn't quite get to the root of the issue. Am I assuming with peas? Why not? Why wouldn't you shoot the one with peas? Have you never heard of water sports? Please. Don't look that up if you haven't. Your arm's already aware. I don't know, we should be responsible for someone. Or maybe do. It's your life. You look up what you want. Not being appeasing? It might have been appeasing, but it was appealing. There are two plants that Hun works with. What the hell? Doesn't feel right. Let's rock. Let's do double sun shrooms, because those are faster. Dun.
Are coming.
Get in here. I want to take it slow at first. Appeasement. Oh yeah, right, PvZ 2. Because isn't there also armament? Inflamement? Enchantment. Trying to remember the rest. Use 2, yeah. Bombard. No, I already said bombardments, didn't I? Huh. Let's see. So I'm trying to think, which is something that is very dangerous for me to do. This typically brings bad tidings. I presume that this is the level of screen. I should have looked to see if Screen Door was here, but I'm pretty sure this is the level where they're introduced. Money! Ah. So we're getting all the inflation. Pyrament. Okay, that feels like a worse pun than inflamement. Am I crazy or is that just a worse pun? Let's see if I can recall what... He's so selfish. Yeah. God damn it. Hey, he's a rather crabby guy. Okay, I just lost money. I'm a failure. I call myself a capitalist. I should be tried in a court of... Maybe not law, because capitalism doesn't care about that, but a court of... I don't know, profit. What's sacred? Fume Shroom. I have a lot of respect for the Fume Shroom. God damn it. I think the Fume Shroom is just a great plant overall. There's his money in his sleep. Oh wait, yeah, doesn't it? Ah, I got money. Ah, money. I've really gotta watch SpongeBob again. No, I have a game I need to stream. If I recall its existence properly, I believe it's called Mr. Krabs overdoses on ketamine and dies. There it is! Fully developed. Well, I have a game to play later now. Just playing more silly, goofy games, rather than the typically super serious ones. I'm making good money off these lawnmowers. Found a grave to remove the grave. Hooray! I'd rather not, no. I don't need 7 seed slots. I'm doing just fine. Now with these... Any Gravebuster? I don't think any Gravebuster. Actually, I don't need the Sunflower. Yeah, that's right. Only Sunshrooms here. I still have a fully realized defense.
The zombies are coming. Brains.
Honestly, I feel like Anne dies at the end of something. It has the same energy of saying character dies and never comes back. And doesn't come back. Which I should mention is one of my favorite things to say. Hi, Dripgeek. We're talking about characters dying and never coming back. Like what happened to me at the current end of the current arc. There. I feel like that lane might need the extra help with all those graves that I'm not busting until I'm established. Money! Grab all these. What time is it? Okay, it's got 40 minutes for the Coco prediction. Oh, that's adorable. He thinks he's able to jump past. Skill issue for him. Nuh-uh. They tried to jump over the Gravebusters. That's good to know. Oh, that's actually like slightly concerning. There's gaps now. The kind of arc, you're behind some lore. Don't worry. It's largely just divided by, You can tell what arc a stream is in based off what I look like. Or more accurately, what model I'm using. The banishment arc is soon to come to an end. I'm about to become a much more respectable person. No ads! Actually, wait, yes, ads. That I need y'all to be watching ads. I want to hear what the ads are for. I want to know what am I being used to promote? What kind of thing are escaping the astral plane? Close enough. You'll see. It'll all be revealed in the coming Monday. Or on the coming Monday. From main her the 7 deadly. Ah, not the 7 deadly sins theory again. It's played out and trite. And if you know the SpongeBob lore, It doesn't even fit half the time. It's a broad stretch meant to sound good for, like, thumbnails and headlines. It's article bait. I probably shouldn't be deriding these things, considering I am also creating content on the internet, but I like integrity in my media analysis. SpongeBob Lord W. Ah. Ah. True, but I don't know too much just gonna improve one what you have. Yeah. The evidence for it is circumstantial at best, and just plain wrong at worst. Oh, that's money. Every singing toast official canon character embodies a deadly sin. Oh, so I don't think there's much in lore that you've missed. And if it ever comes up, I will probably explain it when it does come up. No graves. Not that I don't respect necromancy. Y'all know I respect necromancy heavily, but... Wappy wobble! Yeah, don't worry too much. The Almanac! I get to read! Hold on, I have one of these. Yeah! Let's see. American linden. A native tree that can be found along trees and streams in our area, also known as basswood. Makes a magnificent specimen for the yard. Produces small, pale yellow flowers that fill the air with a wonderfully sweet fragrance in the late spring. Hot temperature at 50 to 70 degrees. That's small temperature 30 to 50. Right? I don't know. I'm gonna put away my actual Gardener's Almanac now. That bit was a bit trite, wasn't it? Yes, yes, we've all... Do y'all want me to actually read every... I'll read every almanac entry when it's fully filled out. Whack a zombie! Hunting Squirbo. What is a Squirbo? Because moans. It's moans. No Squirbos. It's... Okay, makes sense. Dungeons & Dragons and PvZ franchise, by the way. True. There's some Matic. Yeah, doesn't this guy canonically invent time travel, and that's why Plants vs. Zombies 2, It's About Time, exists? Let's go! Let's hit things with my hammer! I love hitting things with my hammer! Hashtag my hammer! Look at all of these wonderful nails! And all this beautiful capital I'm developing. Come on, give me more sun so I can destroy more graves. Specifically the ones that are closest to the front of the yard. Like that. Are they accelerating? I feel like they're accelerating. I don't just put them in front of my yard. Why do I even have a graveyard behind my house? It was almost on the same level. Well, yeah, Zomboss has not only time travel, but also a myriad of giant evil robots. They are absolutely on the same level of intelligence. Isn't it theorized based off something in one of the Garden Warfare games that Zomboss was the original inventor of the plants? And Dave just stole them, so that's why Edgar hates him. And Nathan's time travel being one of them? Yeah. God, I wish Insane Gardeners had superpowers in real life. Then I'd be set. Hey, no living for you. Oh, look at you, big shot with a bucket. Wait, a stormtrooper? You know, let's go out with a bang. Funny plan. But they were friends in the beginning. I'm aware. Weren't they like college buds? Pretty sure Dave has trying to think. Doctorate. Pretty sure Dave has a doctorate. Hi, Epic JT2. Welcome to the stream. We are planting our zombies. You know what? Sure, Dave. Have a $750. It's $5,000 for an eighth. Yeah, I forgot the price hike was so high. Let me get to the back of your van so that I can... I should not be telling a guy to let me into the back of his van. That is unwise and foolish. Anyway, I want to be in the back of his van. His van, damn it. Ah! I do wish to be kidnapped, actually. It sounds fun. And engaging. Toes? Do not spell it like that. Do not. I have played this before. Several times, actually. Not on stream, in like personal time, but... I have indeed played Plants vs. Zombies. And the sequel. They're showing feet. What feet? I don't have! This is ableist. Toxie. That doesn't feel close, but you know what? It's better than the toast spelling. I'll allow it. Thin ice, but sure. I forgot the fume shroom range was so long. 5 tiles. Oh, that's a football zombie. Let's just place a potato mine. He's gonna eat through my puff shrooms, but that's fine. They're disposable. Being gay is normal. Correct! I would like to mention that the first sound effect that existed on this stream was trans rights. You don't even have to pay to do it. There is no cost for trans rights. Well, I guess in the real world there is, but here we support the trans community. If you were totally singing Toads. I'm sorry, wait. That singing toadstool. Okay, Fume Shroom, you gotta kill this guy. I really gotta kill this guy. Joke croaked. Yeah. But now I have a potential mushroom name if I ever decide to match with the sibling. How y'all feel about singing Toadstool? That was the wrong guy to get hypnotized. Fume Shroom, kill that guy! Fume Shroom, eliminate this man! Remove his... I don't know what body part to remove. Alright, chat, how do we want to dismember people? Mushrooms, what's the... Yeah. This, but you misgendered the trans. I'm sorry, guys got rage baited. Everybody makes mistakes, but the fact that you're apologizing already makes you better than a lot of people. Remove the leg? I like the way you think. After all, how are they supposed to run? Also, we got my goat, the Scaredy Shroom. Game 1. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And zombies could be crippled. Yeah, wait, why don't we have break their kneecaps plant?
Are coming. Brains.
I want a plant that just breaks the zombies' kneecaps with their attack. It'd be perfect. There we go. This is easy. I say it's easy, but we're at like the slow-paced beginning. Things are gonna ramp up fast, I know it. Let's start getting our proper attackers. The best plant in the game, the Scaredy Shroom. I am not taking feedback. No. Bat, Chan, Romeo enjoy a zombie invasion? Exactly. footballers in the race of it being insta-kill. I mean, that would work. Now, quick question. How durable are the zombies for the rake to break after 3 uses? Like, rakes are durable. Let's get rid of these graves. They only cause issues. Who cares about respecting the dead? The dead are living. So if I was to organize a Singing Toast D&D campaign. Like, the main issue is that I'm afraid people just won't show up. Maybe a Steel Rake? Oh yeah, Steel Rake would win. Like, if these are the zombies you're dealing with, raid a hardware store, and you have to beat the zombie apocalypse. Coffee Bean is the bet? Oh, I forgot with the Coffee Bean. You're right, because the Coffee Bean lets you use Scare the Shroom. You are very correct and intelligent. Yeah, let's just keep destroying graves. It's not desecration of the dead if the zombies are already rising from them. It's just being practical. So yes, I do need you to help me dig up your grandfather's body. Ooh, $100. The dynamic music is really good. Doom Shroom was on Instagram recently. Well, yeah, it's the Doom Shroom. Did you see how they massacred him for PvZ2? No. Like, that's a big deal. They, like, inbred him so very much. You know what I want PvZ mods when? Well, I already have the PvZ Fusion fan game on the itinerary now. On the docket, if you will, because for some reason the Quartz theming is still alive and well. Oh, that poor Scaredy Shroom! Ah, there's too many things for me to collect! Coins. Wait, doesn't the initial release of PvZ1 not have a level select? Like that was added in the mobile port? I don't see what a huge horde does against the Horde Breaker plant. Doom Shroom would be a ranger in D&D. And I hate that that's technically an insult. Ice Room. What? They obviously fusion house PvZ pros for 99% of the time on drugs. Is there like a lot of drama in the Plants vs. Zombies community that I'm not clued into? The way you said it sounds like somebody who's been hurt by PvZ players doing drugs. Is that a common occurrence? Should I be concerned about what I'm stepping into by doing this? Oh, there is. Well. Hopefully that will never be me. I don't intend on using recreational substances. But, okay. There is one very specific circumstance in which I will do drugs. Your plans the good old wall night? I respect that. The one circumstance in which I will do drugs is that if I end up getting a draft for a war, I will do drugs to intentionally fail the drug test. I hope you do not think lesser of me for this. Actually, why do I care? I'd rather y'all think lesser of me than I go to war. You know what, let's go 2 rows of Scare These Shrooms. They're the best plant in the game, after all. The most valid thing you've said? Hell yeah! We hate the military here! Huh. Hey, Disco Zombie! We love... Didn't this guy used to be Michael Jackson? Let's get room down here. Let's get started on grave removal and like frontlining. I'll admit, the mycology is pretty fun. I play D&D, friends very specific, so not play D&D with. I play at my local library with a group of friends that I have been playing with since high school. So sadly, I cannot help very much if you're looking for a group. Unless, of course, you're volunteering for a potential Singing Toast D&D campaign. In which case, I would make, like, dedicated things in the Discord for it, and hope... The big thing is scheduling, because we span, like, 5 different time zones. Let's not deal with all these zombies like this. I'd rather they all be frozen. Okay, but can I at least get a coin from this? Look at the lore for that reason. That's fair. Look, the D&D lore is wild. I'm not gonna expect anyone to do D&D homework to play a game with me. But I do tell everyone I play with to read the Forgotten Realms wiki article on, Earth. Is there going to be PvZ 2 stream? Sadly, that's very unlikely. Because, mobile emulation is something I haven't quite figured out yet without getting bombarded with ads, and I don't want to have ad space permanently on the stream. Occasionally having people whisked away for 20 seconds of whimsical advertisement, sure. Appearance as an elf and a human. We love the... Well, I was gonna say half-elves, but I guess now with the 2024 rule set, it's Koravar. Which is a much cooler name than half-elves. Down to VPN. That will not solve this specific issue. The issue is that the emulation things have advertisements, like, burned into them. Which is a much more difficult thing to remove. Okay, do that, and now I can secure this room. Does Havlicek L5 a human lifespan? Actually, it's a middle ground between the two. Which does kind of suck for the half-elves, because one of their parents is going to outlive them, and the other is going to die when they're young. Like, the good news is that they age at the rate of the average person. Human. The average human. But they do live to be, like, 400. But to be fair, that could be seen as a benefit. Yeah, welcome to Toaster of Inquire. The average elf hits maturity around 50, but both humans and half-elves reach maturity around, I think, 25. That's fun. All I'm saying is that there's a lot of untapped potential for half-elf angst. Delicious in Dungeon actually does it really well because they explore this. I'm gonna use the ice room. Yeah, kill the bastards. Do not let them kill my sun shroom. Come on. Oh, thank gods. Extra defensive of that one. So rare, though. That's fair. Alpha's better off. I guess it is. They are better off as an orphan. Or as the child of two half-elves. Like, two half-elves having a kid will just result in another half-elf. Which... I think that's the good ending. Or I guess good beginning, because that's how they're born. It's complicated. Not really wrong. Yeah, wild statement, but not wrong. Best case scenario, two half-elf parents. And that was a misplace caused by me taking my mouse off the screen. That's great. Well, let's see if we get 3 rows of fume shrooms. I do love this music taste. Do y'all the Invisible Reviver cure 10 times? Okay, actually, the thing is, we have yet to have too many serious character deaths at the table that I've played in. But that's because we just don't like killing characters. This is going to be changing really soon, because we are going to start well, I'm gonna start killing Or characters. Parents need to have friends of their own. Oh yeah, no, it's tragedy all the way down, but you know, you could have you could have the cycle of tragedy, or you could be chill about it. D&D is a fun thing to mess around in. Running a Spelljammer campaign right now with some friends. One person's playing a Drakon, which is a dragon centaur. They consider anyone with less than 6 limbs to be disabled. Which, in all fairness, that is how I would see people if I was a dragon centaur. Also, hooray, nuclear bomb. Where's my coughing baby? So I'm getting a little giddy right now. Aw! Who wants ice cream and brains? I don't have centaur, son of a lower body of a dragon. So the bottom half is a dragon. The top half is a dragonborn. It's all dragon, but in the body size and shape of a centaur. I love Spelljammer, actually. There's some insane things in there. It's my favorite setting. It's a shame that we didn't get much for it with 5th edition. Since it was treated more as a branch between different settings rather than a setting in and of itself. Let's see. They're very honor-bound, which I guess comes from... I was gonna say comes from Dragonborn, but they're also dragon. It's a running theme with the draconic races that... I guess it's species now, but still, running theme that they are very bound by honor. Which is pretty cool. You know, if I had to choose a running theme, being bound by honor and codes is... Centaur reverse sound like a human or a horse. Have you heard of a minotaur? 50-50? Also, isn't the reverse centaur just BoJack Horseman? Why is this like the 5th time I've had this discussion? It feels like it comes up every time centaurs get involved, yeah. But honestly, I think that's less 50-50, more of a 25% chance to be full human, full horse, top half horse, bottom half human, or bottom half horse, top half human. It is a very popular subject. There are a lot of, like, weird things about centaurs, like having 2 rib cages. But that one doesn't come up as often for some reason. Well, actually, here's the thing. Every time it's come up with friends, we've all just brushed it off as, well, yeah, everybody knows centaurs have 2 rib cages. I guess... yeah, I guess everyone would know, huh? Their anatomy is very cursed, in, like, the best way. I always underestimate or underappreciate the fume shroom. You know? I need to join a Fume Shrooms Enjoyers Club. Huh. Oh, it's noon. Prediction. Time to end the prediction. Coco has not barked yet. Only one person thought that she would. Their spine is... Oh god, yeah, because their spine is an L, isn't it? Oh, I didn't even think about that one, yeah! Dear gods. Mermaid spines are a J. Ugh. What's their digestive tract to look like? Like, do they have multiple horse stomachs and then a human stomach? Or does it all horse stomach? What are their dietary needs? Or they get offended whenever I ask to ride them. But that one's pretty obvious. I have so many Doom Shrooms! It keeps giving me Doom Shrooms. Isn't this supposed to be a challenge? I mean, it feels really cool, but it's not a challenge. Sure, sacrificial lambs. There's just curse all around. It really is. The moment you devote like 2 brain cells to think about how the anatomy of mythical creatures works, they are all cursed. Which may be why it's fun to do so. Ah! Damn it, there's zombies. If only I could stream this in full screen mode. I'm just not bothering with looking nice. So not that most of them are cursed. Yeah! The large majority of them, I think, are cursed. There we go. Nuclear annihilation. We're doing Fallout streams again! Pick up 30 coins in a row on a single level without letting any disappear. Oh, that's a nice achievement. We're on to my favorite part of the game. Which is funny, I hate swimming in... Like, come out of the Singing Toast character, I hate swimming. But I love the pool levels. Yes, yes, my front yard is too powerful. Thank you, David. My backyard is weak. I'm pretty sure they were trying to make them make sense. See, at some point you just start saying that a wizard did it. No mushrooms? Ah! No, my scaredy shroom! That's not dandy at all! Let's see. I know that like D&D has things like the owl bear, that the explanation is literally a wizard. No, an explanation is that a wizard did it. There's more than one, which is probably my favorite thing that's done with Fantasy Worlds. Yeah, this is an option for how this fantasy creature exists, but have you considered that there may be more? The instant make like all characters starts being enemies become bigger bad. So little as possible. We do it when creatures are dead. Well, yeah. Look, a wizard did it, or a big natural or supernatural phenomena, is a good reason to have a bunch of undead things around. I've been building D&D campaigns around the undead lately just because they've captured my interest. And there's some good big bads that would have, like, undead hordes. Death Knights, Liches, Demi-Liches. There's a lot of Lich variants. There's also, like, Draco Liches. There's like a Beholder Lich thing called a Death Tyrant, and they make like a perfect tier 3, tier 2 big bad evil guy. And the best part is that you get 2 pools of minions to pull from. Undead. Hate Cypher being a zombie virus. Oh gods, yeah, people who try to bring in like actual science to my magical zombies. Horrible. Like, I get that proper quarantine measures could still work, but also, sometimes it's just a magic zombie virus. Like, yeah, no, wear gloves while handling them. Don't let yourself get bitten, sure. Avoid eating contaminated food. Yeah, that's basic stuff. If there is a cure for a magic zombie virus, so in theory, all creatures are made by a powerful magic user? I'm sorry, the Christianity defense! Actually, yeah, every creature in my world was made by a wizard, because I made them. That's gonna be my explanation for why biology is weird sometimes. Wizard lightning strike human turned into a zombie? Exactly! Maybe I just looked at a corpse and thought, hey, I want that to live. And I never looked back, and now there's zombies everywhere. This is not a confession. I did not reanimate a corpse. I know other people that do, and I respect them heavily. They're licensed practitioners, though. They have, like, degrees in necromancy and all that. I majored in planar studies. This world was full of powerful being, man, between darkness and the light. I'm sorry, wait, long before time had a name, the first ninjutsu master created Ninjago. I'm sorry for the comparison, but that very much is just the Ninjago lore. Not a confession. Yeah, that's right. I did not do unlicensed necromancy, ever. I did not do necromancy ever, because I'm not licensed. W comparison? Alright, yeah. I've got to figure out what's up with Ninjago. I kinda stopped following it when Dragon Rising started. I know that's relatively recent and a long time for me to be into a Lego show, but 'tis the truth. The autism waits for no man. Certain unlicensed necromancy? Yeah, see? Naturally, I think that necromancers are cool. I think they should be allowed to do their job. I don't think that people like me should do their job because it's very volatile. Look, I couldn't even use stuff on your season 11. Season 11 was Ice and Fire, right? I know it's not actually called Ice and Fire, but... you know, the one where they switched animation stuff. Yeah. I didn't mind it. Netflix actually categorizes pre- and post-season 10 as separate shows. Because after season 10, they dropped the Masters of Spinjitzu subtitle. So that can be a bit confusing for someone just trying to get into the show. Would recommend people get into the show, by the way. Ninjago lore is peak. This shard that came before was corrupting the world. Someone touched the corrupt place and healed themselves, so make zombies with skeletons. I mean, I kind of vibe with people getting corrupted. Like, I think that'd be like a shade or something, or a white, not quite a zombie. Or literally just how Death Knights work. Was Coach stopped watching it? Yeah, I get it. Interest fades. I lost interest for a bit when Skybound was happening, but I eventually returned. I know, the Genie plotline didn't really do it for me. All the plot holes hurt you? That's fair. Like, Season 7 just didn't happen. I'm sorry. Like, that's, I think, the biggest deal. Oh. Minigames! Like, I think that's the biggest weird thing that happens in Ninjago. Season 7, at the very end, erases itself from the timeline. I find it to be... It's a cool way for them to tie up all of the bloody insane plot threads that they were trying to juggle. Yeah, this one sun in the corner is making it really hard for me to collect it. But, like, it was a cop-out. Another thing is that it feels like they just kept adding to things. I honestly... Children was found by the elves' most violent human group? Of course. The easiest people to corrupt are the ones that want to... or are culturally embedded with violence in them. I have not been using squash at all. I'm just that good. Make the first one not possible and reference the first thing again? Yeah! They do a lot of... Here's the thing. If you, like, actually look super close at it, there is a lot of cohesiveness. But then there's like Ninjago Decoded referencing the Skybound events that never happened. Why are those in Zane's memory banks? Those did not happen. He does not remember those. Only one person remembers what's happened there. And it's not Zane. Am I weird for finding this as a bit of an odd inconsistency? Let's see. There's constantly new things brought into the first Spinjitzu Master storyline, which, sure, but also... Suppose would make a trypophobic person rip their skin off? They would! Making a visual of the Ninjago plot, and it's just a beehive. Because that's mostly holes. I will say, they do at least a decent job of letting the finale of a season transition to the next, with two big exceptions. The end of Season 2 seemed like it was meant to end the entire series. Which, I mean, they probably didn't think they would get a third season for silly Nego Show. It needs to be a polymorph that just make even less plot holes. Frankly, I think Wu and Garmadon are just very old. Garmadon had the aging halted by, you know, having the Great Devourer's evil inside of him for hundreds of years. I think that Wu's aging was slowed by something similar to, and this is going to make me sound like a bloody weeb, Hamon from JoJo. 3, Peter, my goat. Also, I just realized that the Steam overlay is showing on OBS. I can't turn that off. Because it's window capture, huh? Damn, y'all can just see when my friends are playing games. But yeah, I get it. The Ninjago plotline is full of holes. 2 is supposed to be Ninjago, same as Chima. What's the... yeah. Right. Season 2 was final because it was supposed to be the end. That's also probably why Season 8 was supposed to be final. Okay, actually, yeah, I can't watch One Piece. One Piece is horrendous for me. I have people telling me, but it's so good. But, like, let's be real, I'm not watching 2,000 episodes. I tried starting it, and the pacing nearly put me to sleep. Anyway, I now have my favorite plant in the game. Like, scare these shrooms up there, but there is very little that compares with the majesty of the 3-peater. Okay, you know what? Potato Mine. Hey, Taylor Mine, please arm yourself. Good. Why another sunflower? Because it went downhill as soon as 100 Live Gaming EA bought it. Yeah, EA did do a lot to ruin it. But we can't deny PopCap had a role. Like, EA is absolutely bastard of a company that was deemed one of the most exploitative companies. Period. Not just game development companies or publisher companies. Companies, period. One of the most cruel. That is not something you get off of, like, a regular business practice. Okay, I'm going to not touch OBS for a bit. That is concerning. So, was the sunflower set up? This is just what I do to have as many 3-peaters as possible. Trust me, I am aware of what I am doing. So what if a couple sunflowers die? It's a small price to pay for 3-peater optimization. I have a second 3-peater here. Don't worry, if it helps, I'm also gonna be placing sunflowers in the pool. Place these that was meant to go in front of sunflowers as defensive. No, get for them deep and use a mage. I mean, to be fair, I think... Okay, I think one of the better... There are two real classes I think are good beginner classes. Monk, because it's a simplistic martial that gives basic resource management. And Warlock. But, yeah, they are good. You know how many times I've been gushing over this game's... soundtrack? Yeah. They are victims of war. They are okay. But the sunflowers are war profiteers. So, do they really get to be exempt from this violence? They're the engine that keeps the war machine running. Yeah, like certain D&D classes, the monk, because it's a good basic martial that introduces people on how to manage their resources, and warlock, because unlike other classes, as a player, you are involved with every step of creating a warlock. You don't just get given a million class abilities, you have to choose what kind of warlock you are. No potato mines on lily pads. That's a disappointment. Well, now what am I gonna use as the bait? Guess it's gotta be sunflowers again. First advanced playing test war may go on. Yeah! So there's nothing I can do with a Gargantuar. Exactly! They're on the battlefield, therefore they are combatants. See, if Look, if the sunflowers are civilians, then the zombies are the war criminals for killing them. I'm not using them as shields. They are simply my economy. I'm just being very bad at evacuation. And there's nothing in the Geneva Convention against being incompetent. Don't fact check me on that. I didn't check, so there might be. If there is, please be niceies about it. Also, I'm very curious about how the sunflowers producing sun works. Like, can that sun be used to keep regular plants alive? Is it a reverse photosynthesis where they are taking energy from the grass beneath them to create sunlight? Am I thinking too much of the biology on a fictional plant? Okay, the last one's answer is yes. I am absolutely overthinking this. We're in a game called Battle of Polytopias. Do you be our leader and chess? I think I've heard of that somewhat. Does that mean Zomboss is a good guy here? If the majority of the population is zombies, then zombie happiness should be more important than human happiness. Actually, no, that sounds like I hate minorities, but I really don't. Huh. You can't overthink a fiction thing if it was made by another human? True! Humans design with intent, so of course, if you analyze the thing, the creator probably overthought it at some point. You know, I'm gonna be funky with sunflower formation now. Let's get weird with it. Then get my initial 3 Peters. Now, I also think Plants vs. Zombies may be a bit more of a chill game than a lot of others around it. I do want to hear the Zomboss is a good guy explanation. It intrigues me. God, I'm such a good capitalist. I love my bread in circuses. You slow down. You know, get squashed, loser. Yep. Ooh, this is gonna... I'm doing so good. Whoops, I'm a minority, but as humans resources came to fight the humans. Okay, but that begs the question, why are there so many of them? Not to mention, with the whole coming out of corpses, there's significantly more of them than people. I just had a fun thought that's probably not in the same vein as your Zomboss is the good guy, but is an alternative. Zomboss created the zombies. What if it's a Frankenstein's monster situation? People responded to the zombie. Why did I just lose the audio? Can y'all hear it? I can't hear anything anymore. Did I go deaf? Somebody play a sound alert. Do one of the free ones, not the ones that cost channel points. I can mic audio. I can't hear anything. OBS is still struggling. Okay, now I'm getting... Sports PvZ Comics, the entire Dark Zombies hates Davis because the plants is... Aha!
Let's
I
go
said that
gambling!
earlier and never got a response. Good to know it is canon. Now let's see if my headphones can reconnect, because I really don't want to go this whole... I didn't hear the Let's Go Gambling. Flag screen, didn't hear you think. Damn! Everything's going wrong. The only thing that could go worse is if OBS crashed or something. I should not have said that. I am going to jinx it. Oh no, come on, work. I can get... Okay, turn both of these off and on, and Bluetooth there, and my headphones. Rezav is trying to sabotage the stream. We're too close to the truth. I can hear again! The music is gone, but I can hear. We don't have to end the stream unless OBS kills itself, but what are the odds of that? Now that one technical difficulty is resolved, you're never gonna have one again! Toasty the Predictor? That's right. I see every future and past. There is no parts of the universe that is free from my gaze. I know where you were on September 11th, 2001. I'm feeling really bad right now because the music! Like, half the reason to play this game is the sick tunes! If you're nothing without the sick tunes, you don't deserve them. It's so uncanny! There should be noise, there should be music, there should be joy, there should be whimsy, but it's not here! I am left with my own thoughts and the sound of peas hitting buckets. Any sound effects? Nature of Toast's predicting powers? Why? Are you threatened by my ability to see into the future, past, and everything in between? If you have nothing to hide, then you should have no problem with me seeing into the deepest, darkest corners of your souls. If you're against me invading your privacy, then there has to be a reason why you'd want to hide. What's a fundamental human right? Alright. Ah. Okay, so after this level, yes, okay, I'll look a little bit less into the future, past, and everything in between. As a favor. Poor zombies! Now, I think that the pool is the place where you can get the most powerful, because you have 6 lanes instead of 5. The shop. Suits and pausing their heads behind my door. I am not streaming on YouTube. I tried doing double streaming at one point, but that kinda destroyed the bitrate for both of them, and it was just not a fun time. I just upload the recordings after. Karki! That means the Twiddly Dinkies! No thank you. I don't think I want any of these. GG, he was not suicidal, by the way. He's gonna come in and he's just gonna say brains. I'm just gonna go next level. Real little. Real little and real mean? No! Not my shins! They're gonna crawl into a barrel and explode out of them. Okay, hold on. Where the hell is the music? That's something I might never do. Alright, real quick, let's go to China. Was that Zuma reference? Hi, China. Peggle. A reference that I don't know. Bejeweled! I don't remember the reference here. Yeah, China! China shop. Sunny days. There's just some mini games. Right exactly halfway through the game, so... Actually, I'm gonna restart the game because I need the music. there we go, I can hear it again. Let's do slot machine. 100% PVZ. The goal of this stream is to get as far as possible to 100%ing PVZ. I'm not gonna finish it this stream, let's be real. We're just having fun and eventually are going to 100% PVZ. Hey, 3 free plants. Just gambling. This is literally just gambling stream. Hell yeah, bonus sun. This is all I can do this thing. Just gamble all my life savings. Eventually I'll win. Hey, Snowpea! Hey, Wally Nut! What do we get now? Can I get like sunflowers? I need to get 2000 sun to win, and defense is great, but oh, I can make money off this. Objective changed. We're not gonna beat Slot Machine. We are going to make bank off Slot Machine. Since the percent songs is the best kind of your brains, and since he thinks of a dumb idea. That's just all villains. I've been watching Sailor Moon with my sibling lately as like a morning ritual. The villains there are not consistent with their plans. Sometimes they have a genuinely good scheme to steal the life energy of the people of Earth, and other times they're throwing a harpy at children. Frankly, I don't think it would be as fun if they were actually competent. Come on, I'll take a plant. I'm fully willing to take a sunflower. They only need to produce one sun to technically turn a profit in this. This is bad. I might lose a lawnmower. I'll take a sunflower, but what I really need is a Snowpea. That'll work! Yeah, no, that should beat this Buckethead. Oh, sunflower. Sun. They're like side plots. I think they're fun. You're talking about like A plot, B plot structure, right? We have two different plots going side by side. They're one of my favorite ways of doing storytelling. Phineas and Ferb does them well. It decentralizes the storyline in a way that can make the world feel really alive. I'm really happy I get to talk about like actual writing conventions here. It's one of the things I'm really interested in, but don't get to talk about with people a lot. It's like, I enjoy narrative structure. I enjoy analyzing narrative structure. It's kind of what got me to try writing, because I like analyzing what other people have written. Gambling win. No more gambling. Do I finish pool? I should at least finish pool. A fine story that hasn't Oceana self-insert breaks. I think it's when the veneer of the hand of the author becomes super obvious. Like, it's a very thin line, and I think that it doesn't... I think it's really more of a vibe check than anything that can be measured. Especially because, like, a self-insert doesn't even have to be the center of a story. Tom Bombadil from Lord of the Rings is a self-insert from Mr. Tolkien. And his ass is not the main character. Why do I say Mr. Tolkien like I have to respect him? I mean, I do respect him, but I don't have to be formal. Ah, I keep clicking off the window trying to get the things off the top. It seems most of the difficulty here is coming from the fact that I'm working with low-level plants than anything. Damn, the stream died. Not literally. But, like, nobody's here. Is my literary analysis that uninteresting? Cherry bombs work on them while they're underwater. Hell yeah! Is this just gonna be a wall of pea shooters versus all these zombies? Seems like they really want me to be relying on, cherry bombs. Huh. All the zombies are more fragile, but faster. That's probably what we can't have. Damn. Yeah. Maybe my analysis is trite and uninteresting. I very well may be the problem. Kablooey. The pepper that I barely use. Public Minecraft SMP and record what your fans have been doing. Server costs! This suggestion has been put so many times, but I can't afford the server. Especially with the current RAM prices and everything. It's a great idea. It's a beautiful idea, but it's not a feasibility for me. It's pretty much an if I could, I would. But also the ping would be horrible for anyone playing on it anyway, because the Singing Toast community spans the entire globe. Yes, harness might look quiet because of it using 2 RAM, but it's free. Is it like a public hosting thing where you reserve server space, or is it something where I have to provide the RAM? Because if it's the latter, then that's... Well, thing is, I'd be able to do it, but I wouldn't be able to stream while doing it. So I'd have to choose between the server and streaming. And frankly, the server would not win that. Sunflower here. Say the mine here. Come on, Tato Mine, arm yourself. Be the armament you're supposed to be. That's what they're called! Armament! Oh, as the server can pay RAM for you? Oh. Alright, see, that's actually big. I might do that then. Yeah, if we go through the setup process, makes people could maybe find a way for people to access it through the Discord. The Toast SMP could be real. Ah. I keep nudging myself. That sounds dirty. Our civilians are dying en masse! I'm so bad at war! Or maybe they're so good at war. Have we considered that war crimes are just things that make you win wars, hmm? I mean, if you kill all the enemy civilians, they can't really do anything, can they? If I start burning enemy troops alive, what's the enemy gonna do about it? Am I right? If I start poisoning their water supply, they're not gonna have water anymore. Ergo, they can't beat me at war. War crimes are just evil stuff that benefits you. Exactly! And is evil and good really a part of history that matters? I'm just gonna change the textbooks anyway. I think that coin despawned while I was clicking it. Hi, Zomboni. You don't get to, be here. Oh yeah, something that I didn't know until today. You can drag these menus around. That's cool. I kept, like, noticing it whenever I'd accidentally click out of the window, but I'm actually gonna bring it up, like, Hey, this is fun. And I'm now realizing that... See, blotting out the sun is fun for a while. But eventually you're just waiting for the enemies to come so they can die. I need to vary my strategies a little more. I forgot I have a button that can change my mouse sensitivity. This is much more manageable. Diamond! It's the jewel from Bejeweled! Civilians and nations poison their own water supply. Exactly! The enemy government was too focused on war to install proper water systems. Now who's the bad guy, huh? I, in my endless graciousness, simply overtook and replaced their water systems. Now I'm the valiant hero while they're the incompetent bastards. No Zomboni. No zombie bobsled team. I'd rather not deal with bobsleds. Spikeweed, peak. Peak plant, perfect plant, beautiful, darling, gorgeous. Toast as dictate precedent. Yeah! Okay, really, we gotta be quiet on the dictator thing. I have like 3 people levying claims against me already. A lot of people see me as a dictator already, and I cannot let that keep going. And most people don't realize they're allowed to vote for multiple options on the polls, despite how many times I tell them, so... You know... Maybe the results of elections would be different if people would actually use the full extent of the voting rights that I give them access to. Okay, I know I'm doing 3-peaters again, but this time I have Spikeweed, so I think it's different enough to count. I think Spikeweed is a beautiful plant that should not be judged just because it has weed in the name. It should only be judged partially because it has weed in the name. And that's funny. It's just as much of an effective zombie killer as anything else. It is a worse zombie killer than most other options, but it's still a zombie killer. Didn't realize you need 2 of them to kill a basic. Look, chip damage is important. We can't undermine the value of having chip damage in a strategy. It's why D&D monks are good at anything, really. If chip damage is suddenly useless, then that's a lot of character builds that are gone. And we don't want that, do we? Let's see here. Spike my weed. Don't actually do that to me. I'd rather not perish. much damage can the spike weeds get off on? I should be more careful with how I word things. Also, the answer is not enough damage. I'm gonna have to replace sunflowers. They're killing my civilians! How dare they do that? That's a war crime, don't they know? So yeah, 2 levels till fog. Okay, I keep saying that I love it. I think this game just gets better the longer you play. Which is shockingly uncommon. Like, a lot of games, I'll play the first part, restart with a different strategy. But I genuinely play through the entirety of Plants vs. Zombies on a regular basis. Let's keep going. More spike weeds. I want weed everywhere. And I mean everywhere. I'm sorry, wait, hold on. Plants vs. Zombies plants tier list based off of how smokable they are. Alright, y'all, I know what we've gotta do once we unlock all the plants. How many times are now just said there was not more of this? PvZ 2 doesn't count. PvZ 2 is too fast-paced. Like, it's almost just a different kind of tower defense. Also, they killed the 6-lane level things. Big respect to the Plants vs. Zombies 2 modding community. Altverse is peak, but you know, it's not Plants vs. Zombies 1. And I think that's a fair comparison, because nothing is Plants vs. Zombies 1. Walnut S tier? I should be using Walnut more. Like, let's be so for real. I have not been giving Walnuts appreciation. Look at all these sunflowers I have! Nothing bad ever happens to the... Hey, no, my weed. Don't destroy my weed. What are you, a cop? I can't collect all of the sun I'm producing. I might break... Was it 2,000 I need for the achievement? Honestly, if I just do nothing but collect sun for the rest of the level, I might hit 2,000 sun. Like, don't replace any plants. Don't focus down any zombies. Just collect. Don't let sun despawn. Ah, it's so close to my dream of 2,000 sun in one level. Just 200 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2,000 sun. Do I get an achievement for that, or is that a different... Torchwood. This strategy just got even better. Before we continue, achievements. 8,000 sun is the achievement. I'm gonna have to up my game. Ah! Oh no. Put me back in reality, please. I fell. Jeez, 3 has to give up. It's that one lawnmower image. I think Terraria just keeps crashing on him. You know, the... Cheesy 3 is open Terraria. Cheesy 3 is open Terraria. Cheesy 3 is open Terraria. Of course, I'm familiar with the image through Fallout New Vegas meme. Because of course I am. I'm a Fallout-obsessed freak. And that is all the plants that are, I guess, necessary. I'll add Walnut. I'll add Walnut to the roster. He can be part of the team. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, zombie there. I'll place potato mine in the very back. See, I'm thinking only 2 rows of 3-peaters. That might sound insane. I should not place that there. That was idiotic. But I have a very particular reason for not wanting too many lanes of 3-peaters, and that's because I want to profit. I want to get 1 bajillion sun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. For a fan of Big 26, y'all are rare. Plus, Shadow PC has Borderland. Your uncle agreed to play Spotlight. That's fair. Also, yeah, I guess Fallout... Well, actually, Fallout fans shouldn't be that rare. Amazon had that show. Which I didn't care for Fallout Season 2, but I recognize how it's, like... I didn't care for it because it felt like it sort of trampled over a lot of the continuity of Fallout. But part of that's also just, you know, it's a Hollywood adaptation of the thing instead of trying to be more direct with it. Love the franchise to death. I actually own the Fallout 2D20 tabletop game. We were talking about D&D, but that's not the only tabletop I play. Alright, now I don't get any more 3-peaters, meaning I don't blot out the sun. But instead I invest in a different means of increasing my damage. Called arson. It's not a war crime the first time. Fallout New Vegas, and then you're starting with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is great gameplay. It's kind of in the story department. But I mean, you can't expect a masterpiece of a story. All the time, at least. The big thing is that Bethesda doesn't seem to do well with putting coherency into their games. This is not a Fallout issue, this is a Bethesda in general issue, because it's also a thing that happened with, like, Skyrim. Like, they make very technically impressive games, don't get me wrong. The open worlds are massive, it's really impressive. They just need to have a more coherent writing team. Maybe a writing team that communicates with each other better is a good way of putting it. Don't mess with us Fallout fans, we don't even like our own games. There's best funny Fallout game? I'm not sure I would call it the most funny, but certainly the one that I would say has the most diverse writing in it. You know? Okay, these dolphins are kicking my ass. Yet. Cheesy 3, Terraria's not going to work for you! My guy, just give up! It's not gonna work! Also, I am not getting infinite sun here. I'm just giving up on that dream now. I'll get 8,000 sun from a different level. Hey, wait, am I going through this whole thing without buying pool cleaners? Hold on, I don't have pool cleaners. This is... Oh, this is funny. Dun, 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 dun. Tall Nut! We love tall nuts! Have a wall that can't be vaulted, hell yeah. Dolphins are doomed. There's not even dolphins in this level. They went squash. I know we went Tato Mine. And I guess Jalapeno to deal with the ice. It's the same strategy over and over. Size does not matter. It's how you use it! Let's see here. Grab more sun. This is great.
Brains.
I'm running out of things to say. No. I haven't even been interrupted by the dog and I'm running out of things to say. That's sad. Okay, actually, where is Coco? She's normally not this quiet. But I'm going to go check on my dog. Kinda not that hard. It really isn't. It's a very easy game, but it's a relaxing one. And you do have to genuinely think. You know, like... You can have hard games where you don't really have to think, but then easy games where you actually have to use your brain. This, I think, falls into the latter. Nuh-uh. No vaulting for you. I don't have a 3-peater ready for it. Hello? Holyoke? Or Holyoke? We are planting our zombies. Wait, I don't think that's right. And it's just 2 more sunflowers. Actually, I'm gonna prioritize damage output over defense for now. That might have been a bad time to put a sunflower. Sure, that's there now. Pro zombies after Fusion released? Man, I keep hearing about Fusion. One thing is that I need to download this fan game after I finish base PvZ. I mean, technically I have beaten this before, but I want to do so on stream for prosperity's sake. Or posterity's sake. Ah! My tongue is not working! My foul mouth will not speak as I command it. Ah! You don't gotta hit me in the face. I don't think that works. Not the dolphins. So, new high priority. Get just a bunch of tall nuts in the water. Oh, we still have 2 more waves after this, yeah. We need a wall of tall nuts. A walnuts, if you will. Hey, wait, that sounds familiar. Ha! I bested you, dolphin! Do you think dwarves are better than elves? Man, Jiminy would love you because, yeah, I am friends with a lot of elf haters. And I see why. Elves are kind of boring, but there's too many of them. Dwarves, you have like only 4 kinds, and they all go hard. I'm on the elf side of this debate. I'm sorry, Jay. That's the sound of a Zamboni. My bloody toe nut! Okay, the one on the very top is... He deserves retirement, so let's be real here. Look at the poor guy. He's done his service. Do y'all think I'm not gonna hit 8,000, let's be real here. I have to be, more sea creatures in D&D? Now that's fighting words! I hate aquatic races. With a passion. If you have a swim speed, I am going to kill you. If you just mean creatures, understandable, actually. Sea monsters are fun. But if it goes into playable races, no swimming. Ever. So interesting you're underwater? Yes, that's the problem. With aquatic races, you're locked into entire party underwater. Or, oh, we're on a seafaring campaign, I'm an aquatic race, I don't need to care about the boat. So yeah. And it's extra hassle in combat. Because underwater, you can swim up and down. Mint creatures? Okay, I'm cool with that. Oh, pool party! That sounds fun! Don't you want to do a pool party? We love our three-peaters! Something that I want to see more of with D&D just in general is I want more Spelljammer content. I want more details on Wild Space. I want to see how is the phlogiston existent. Because even if it's been replaced with the Astral Sea as the thing between planes, it's still an element of the world that people existed. These rotting homeless gray people, what, you mean the average US citizen? Are we making slurs for zombies? I'm bad at making slurs. I'm gonna get a bad grade in slur. No. Cheesy 3, just give up on Terraria, man. It's a good thing. I suppose it is, yeah. I actually don't... I don't like slurs, which is why I don't know a lot of them. Just putting that in my weaknesses on a job application. Weaknesses. I don't know a lot of slurs. Put down my resume and never get hired, because I'm not racist. Eh. Oh no! There's a snorkel! What are we gonna do? My unpopular opinion on D&D? Ooh. What hot take do I have? I don't think multi-classing should be a core rule. I think multi-classing should be entirely table dependent. Because it's one of the few things that can actually just destroy a character. Characters is cheap. I think flying races are good as long as they have limitations. It's a very big trust your players and trust your DM situation. Now, the dampier Hexblood flight stuff, that where you're descended from a flying race, that's bull. That's like, do not do that at your table, unless you're like me, and enjoy giving your characters... Here's the thing. The reason I allow it at my table is because the way I do lineages is that I stack them on top of the existing species, instead of replacing it. Which, sure, it results in overall more powerful characters, but that's at the caveat of, if you start with the lineage, you don't get to stack it at all. That's less of a hot take and more of just a fun little ruling I do, but... it's relevant to the flying races discussion. Another unpopular thing with D&D, I love Aasimar. I love the descended from angels little goobers. I want to see more of them around the table. Alright, so I'm not going to beat the game this stream. I only have half an hour left, and we still have 2 whole worlds, or 2 whole areas left. So I'm thinking, there's no puzzles available, but we can do some mini-games. I'll do the mini-games, and then next time I do a Plants vs. Zombies stream, I'll go for, the finishing. Human, elf, owlin, and dwarf. That's a pretty solid spread. Here's the thing. I've never seen a spread like that purely because most of my friends are to some degree furries. So, like, a lot of the time we have gnolls and dragonborn and kobolds abound. Alan with Aarakocra? That's fair. Aarakocra's less broken than Alan, because Alan get flight and, I think, superior dark vision. They get too much. Wasn't Zombotany one of the working titles for this game? Along with the Lawn of the Dead. Cheesy 3, give it up on Terraria already. The guy's just being Sisyphus at this point. Stop pushing that rock. I've never seen a squash actually die before, other than being, well, doing his squashing thing. Can the squash even die? Is it healthy to ask such things? Wait, damn it, the squash actually died. Okay. I need defensive plants. I should have brought like a walnut or something. Torchwood isn't adequate to be our defense. Especially if we can't get enough sun to even place our three-peaters. Thank God their peas don't get lit up by the torchwood. I feel like I have to restart. And waste some money. Even while I can buff so the game continues. Okay. Okay, see, now sincere question. Do you mean human, variant human, or 2024 human? Frankly, I love the 2024 human. Variants? Okay. See, it's an important question, because the 2014 human just gets a +1 to each ability score. 2014 variant human gets a +2, +1, and a feat. And then 2024 human gets like a extra origin feat, I think some extra skills, free inspiration once a day, learn 1 magic spell and dueling. Wait, they can get Magic Initiate, regardless of their background. It's already busted, really. Did not mean to place that there, but I'm not gonna destroy it till I make at least 2 sun off it. Give me 25 more, a 3-peather. We can let that one eat through that. Walnut. Sure. No, I need a... You know what? I don't need a walnut. I just need a squash. Okay, now I definitely need a walnut. If they're gonna keep sending ones there... Then like human, you're a... Wow! I hope that wasn't meant as an insult, because as I said earlier, I play D&D with a lot of furries, and they're cool people. Once again, I have yet to have a party without, like, a kobold or something similar. There we go, one that's off cooldown. Are the Peach Eater zombies not actually making their way over to the... thing? Oh, you know, let me get Torchwood here, just in... because that one's in bad condition. No, I'm not set up! Or it's not well enough to handle a huge wave. Or am I? You know, actually, with these Torchwoods, I might be doing well enough. So I'm also lobotomize these things? True. A no-scale, no-fur game? Ah! Nah, that's not gonna happen. Even for a campaign where I'm, like, super restricting the races, there's always at least one furry race in there. Because, like, shifters are cool, kobolds are cool, Dragonborn. I refuse to run a D&D campaign where Dragonborn isn't an option. They are that iconic to me. AI viewers, let's kill this man. He is going to Avernus. Aha, resume game. Alright, I'll have to correct that when Walnut gets off cooldown, but that's gonna be a while. Okay, now... I really should be getting more 3-peaters on these lanes. I'm not killing things fast enough. Damn. What? Did I do something wrong? Was something out of the ordinary occurred? Aside from me killing a man in broad daylight. We're dealing with a changeling? Okay, I love changelings. I've actually played a lot of changelings before. They're really fun to play. Albeit they can get a bit infuriating for the DM. I think when they're done well, they allow for perfect player shenanigans. Alas, a lot of people don't play them to their full potential. I know during a spell jammer campaign, for like the final mission, the party avoided a combat by having their changeling pretend to be I think a prince for the in the palace that they were infiltrating. And like overall, that was a really fun gimmick. The fact that they can shapeshift. Yeah! Thing is, they get the appearance, but they don't get the abilities. So there are ways to tell if something's a changeling. But most of the time, the player's not gonna think to do that. Or the NPCs wouldn't logically think to do that. Shapeshifting sucks. Tell that to the druid. I love druids, actually. Wild shape is cool. They're a bit overcomplicated for newer players, but that's just how it is. Time's getting tight. Do y'all think we have time for bowling? I think we have time for... Yeah, we'll do bowling. At least. Yeah. Like, I think bowling did not end the stream because Coco finally showed herself and likely needs to go out. There's shifters, druids, and lycanthropes. I love shifters, and I love lycanthropy. I do wish lycanthropy had more in-depth rules, however. As it stands, it's just not fun to play. Shifters are peak. Shifter Druid has a fun little interaction with their claws. Oh, how dare they pogo over my bowling ball. Give me that money. Yeah. Imagine the bounces I could get when with bigger crowds of zombies. Imagine the money that'd roll in. Aw, damn it. Like that. I think this'll bounce. No, it would not. Druids fight doppelgangers the party? Okay, actually, you know what? Doppelganger, druid, shifter, changeling in a big ol' brawl would be peak. Especially if there's more than one of each. That way there can be like shenanigans of, hey, wait, no, I'm me, hold on, wait, no! Those are perfectly lined up for an explode on that. Should wait a bit longer so I can catch the pogo too. No, misclick. Ooh. What are y'all's thoughts on D&D's lineages, from like Von Richten's Guide to Ravenloft? You know, the Dhampir, the Hexblood, the Reborn. Ah, if only it was slightly slower. It's useful to use regular walnuts on these, because then you get the money. The capital, baby! Ah, gag, 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 gag. Look at all that. Could have been better than running an entire race for it. I quite like the lineages because I like the idea of the players transforming mid-campaign. It's like a weird thing. there's like in the 2024 Monster Manual, there's a little sidebar for turning NPCs into half dragons. Or like what you add to the stat block and everything. I do that to players. You can just turn to half dragons if they want. Of course, not immediately, because you gotta do something to warrant why you have draconic blood in you now, but... typically that's like a whole... that's a adventure hook, that's a side quest. Next video, do you have next game? Yeah! Are you doing the doppelganger changeling shifter druid battle? Man, it's hard to even say. Something that I find interesting when it comes to the rulings is that it's hard to tell what qualifies as a magical effect. Like, do changelings get affected by anti-magic fields and forced to transform back, or is that just how their biology works? I tend to go with the biology explanation because that's more fun, but... Half-Elf turns to a full... Hold on, I'll finish reading that when I'm not in imminent peril. Alright, full elf. Ah, Ellyrian. I'm going to choose to believe that that is the name of a fictional, like, person from a country. The proud Ellyrians of Illyria. Damn, I thought the explosions were bigger. There we go. Good, good, they pole vault. I'm sorry, that didn't even go close to him. He's just stupid. To be fair, I think half-elf to full-elf would have to have some fey trickery involved. Or like a deal with a devil or something of the sort. Okay, Coco. Look, Coco, I'll finish up this and then I'll take you out, okay? I see you. That's a nice... Cool, I got an achievement. Because, yeah, of course, big crowd. Okay, I could... This is the final wave. I could just... leave right now and it'll win, but... I will not. Ah. By the way, y'all, this is Coco. She is my dog. The weird habit. Kill elves, Illyrians, because the F does not taste good coming out of your mouth. That's fair. Elves are mid! Hey, Coco? Yeah. I am gonna end stream here, because if I leave to take out Coco, by the time I get back, it'll be over my typical stream time. Do we have anyone we want to raid, or are we just gonna end off? Honestly, I'm not sure if OBS is gonna kill itself. For all I know, I am going to click a button and, like, the entire thing will collapse. Just end? Cool. I'll let OBS kill itself.